And I think on the wattle, you know, that thing right there. Or is that the thing on his head? That little red squishy stuff that he has.
Good morning. What day is it? You're right. Friday. Yes, what are you going to do?
There's an old curiosity shop. Every once in a while I go by there for the fond recollections that lie there in that old curiosity shop.
Good afternoon, fans of thrift shopping, especially if you like buying antiques and collectibles and items that are vintage. And when I say vintage, you gotta add more. Vintage what? You know, what decade, what design element, that kind of thing. So let's show you what I found this afternoon. You're tired of hearing me telling you about my Miss America / English hobnail connection, but here's another piece. This is a smaller divided dish. This particular one is an Anchor Hocking example rather than Westmoreland. And yes, we are going to talk about why oh, look at that. There's my fortune. I had a fortune cookie. And it says, "You are always entertaining and delightful." Well, thank you so much. That was obviously meant for someone else. Bag noise, bag noise. I have a rooster and a hen. I haven't done the rooster and the hen in a while. And I went ahead, oh no, not you. Hold on. I'm reaching blindly into this bag. I hope there's not a snake in it. That feels like a chicken head. Okay. I went ahead and bought these two because it's a matching pair. It is rooster and it is hen. Yeah, so they're in really good condition. I love the coloring on these, and I also like that there's snow cold painted red on their wattles, so we don't have any chippy paint. They're in excellent condition, and they probably date to the 1950s. Whose grandmother didn't have these in their kitchen? You know she did. Okay, what am I going to do with the chickens? I will put them in my lap for the moment, and then I'll move them around again. Redware, kitty cat. If you're wondering what I meant by cold painted, the red is almost always cold painted because it fires at a different temperature. Or something like that. Anyway, so red is usually painted on, and it will oftentimes chip off, as it's chipping off a little bit on this Redware kitty cat, which happens to be a planter. Look at those green eyes. Wait a minute, there are two people on my right and my left who know each other, and they're talking. Those cool and limpid green eyes. Okay. As they pull out, what else is in this bag? Oh! Now, normally I find King's Crown in the crystal with the red flashed on. Here is an example in amber. So we will put this away until next fall. I hoard my amber glass all season long, and then I do my extravaganzas in the autumn season. That is King's Crown, isn't it? Or thumbprint. That's a nice one, especially with the lid. So fill it with candy corns. Let me turn the camera off, and I'll be right back. Okay, so back here on the front seat, and you know, today was one of those days I just wanted to shop, and I wasn't in the shops for very long. I went to 4 thrift stores, and but I have other things to do, and I'm going out later tonight, and I was like, let me just look at this big turkey lurkey. That is a McCoy. See, turkey cookie jar. Now, wonderful. The only thing, in other words, no chips or cracks. Let me get the tape off of it. The only thing that bugs me just a little bit is that the lid, it fits, but it's like, eh. This is exactly the way it was made, and that's the right lid. See, and you can see the only thing that was cold painted on this is all glaze. There was a little, looks like there was a little black cold paint right here, and I think on the wattle, you know, that thing right there, or is that the thing on his head? That little red squishy stuff that he has was cold painted, and some of it has come off. You can see by the way this is designed, it's not a perfect circle for the lid. I mean, it is very non-circular, yeah. And so is the lid, you can see. So it fits, but it kind of doesn't fit as nicely as one might like it to. I guess that was just the design of these, but that is the original lid on there, as you can see. And I think that little notch there, which goes in the front, helps to keep your lid from sliding off. But that's an original McKee, beautiful, almost like a Majolica glaze cookie jar of the turkey. So I don't know. Can I wait until next Thanksgiving to sell him? Maybe, maybe not. The Pyrex Hostess, and I got it because of the condition. Perfect. Granny didn't use this. So there's the, and I think these were Hostess, didn't, yeah. Hostess, that's what it's called. Okay, so it has its, I'm not a Pyrex person, and I don't buy much of it, as you know. No chips, no cracks, and that's almost like spanking new. Happy Valentine's Day. You're either really early or really late, but I bought 3 of these melted plastic popcorns, Cupids, and there are 3 of them in that bag. I'm gonna give one, Uma. My mother always would say, how do you spell Uma? She was a school teacher. What am I telling you? Oh, so here we go. And there are 3 of them in there. I will give one of them to the Vintage Vinny if he doesn't have one, and I'll probably sell the other 2. Although these are kind of a pain to ship, I think. Okay. Now, oh, let me show you this. I'm over the moon. Look at this mid-century desk lamp. Look at the style on that. I'm loving it. Very, very, this kind of thing I'll always remember, my father had, early in his career, he was a draftsman, and there was a big drafting board. He had a home office there, and there was a type of a light that came down, and it was this sort of brown metal with these little push buttons. But anyway, this one is called Lightmaster Art Specialty Company. I have to rewire it. See that? But this is small enough that this could be shipped. Sometimes these things are huge, or they're in bad shape. So this is very classic, what, 50s and 60s? This kind of thing. All right, so I like that a lot. And now, got a couple more things to show you. I do not have in all of my cup and saucer collections an example of this, but as you know, I pretty much only collect cups and saucers from the Depression era. I do collect that, so really, and usually in glass, but sometimes I'll expand a little bit. I'm trying to get the paper off of this one. I do not have a nice example of a Flow Blue cup and saucer, and now I do. Fantastic. More than 100 years old, and it's in excellent condition. And the cup does match the saucer. And you can see this looks like somebody's antique store label on it, but we can see on this one it says Marquise, or Marquis, I guess it's Marquise, England, and it's Grindley, yeah, W.H. Grindley and Company. And then we have a patented in the USA, May the 9th, 1906. See it? I love it. So, this is probably from 1907, 1908, 1910. Did I skip 1909? Something like that. Since it has a U.S. patent date on it of 1900 and of May of 1906. Yeah, I'll find little dishes in Flow Blue. And Flow Blue meaning that, you guys, a lot of you know way more about this than I do. Oh, there goes a rogue shopping cart. I should jump out. It's not going to hit a car. It'll stop right there. Okay. The blue color is blurry and it flows where it's not supposed to be, but this caught on and it was a big hit in the United States and in England. The English were trying to figure out how the Chinese did their blue and white porcelain, and this was sort of supposedly an accident that it flowed. Anyway, I am not a Flow Blue expert, but that's what I've read. Who knows? Now, look at this. What am I going to do with it? Let's put it up here on the dashboard. I'm also not a paperweight guy. I moved very quickly. I got a great big bag of them. Let's review them. They were $8.99 for this entire bag of paperweights. Let's dig them out one at a time. I have no idea of age or quality or thus and such. And don't look at my fingernails. I'm sure there's dirt in them because I've been running around all day doing things in the dirt. We'll let you see the bottom of that one, which of course has nothing on it. And then the flowers on the inside of this one. Isn't that pretty? It's a pretty one. I'm trying to decide if I think these are old. That one might be. I don't know. All right, now I know enough to know this is called Millefiori, which in Italian means, I think, millions of flowers. And all these little rods would be put in there and then either cut or broken. They're rods of glass that are in there. You see it? So I believe that one is called Millefiori, that particular design. And again, I'm going to have to do some. It is really hard because I think they make brand new paperweights, and you know, how can you tell? The experts can tell. I guess it's just like when I get reproduction depression glass, I'm like, that was made in China 1 year ago. So your experts are going to know. Now this one actually has a date and a number. This one is actually signed and it says Gibson 1987. So this would be a more of a contemporary one. I think that's what it says. I'm looking at them fresh from the GIBSON and it looked like 1987. And that looks what I would call new, although it's from 1987. It looks a lot, it just has a certain look to it. I don't know. Pretty. Oh gosh, look at this big thing. Wow, that's beautiful. All right, do you want to see it? Nothing on it. That is a big boy. I don't know if that flower is glass and there are butterflies floating in there. Do you see the butterflies? It's hard for me to get you to see the whole, really for you to see it. I think I did okay for $9 or whatever I paid. We've got 2 more in here. This, oh golly, this is not anything great. This says Mikasa, Czech Republic. So this egg, this isn't even, well, yeah, this is glass. All right, I'm sorry. That one we know. See the Mikasa label there, and then it says Czech Republic. So that ain't that old. It's pretty, but I don't know. And look at this tiny little thing. This one is also signed 1987, and it's signed I think MSH. Little egg, and it has a signature right there, MSH, I think 1987. I don't know. I love the Millefiori example. And I think I really like this one. So these may all be contemporary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were 6 of them. So, you know, what did I pay? About $1.50 each? I'm not going to sneeze at that. Although I kept sneezing last night. I was on the telephone with somebody and I could not stop sneezing. That's the end of today's front seat thrifting reveal. Thank you for watching. No special music, no coffee dancing man. Just me going blah, blah, blah. Thanks for watching. What did you like? Do you know anything at all about paperweights? What did you think of the cookie jar, the lamp, this? I can't wait to have a nice little ginger snap and have me some hot coffee. And it's going to be cold and rainy all day tomorrow. I think I'll be using this. Okay, I got to get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Have yourselves a lovely and safe weekend. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop saying thanks for watching. Wait for the cat. And so long for now. Woo! Now let me go, and I will go get that cart. But I'm going to drive over there. Bye.